Hi, welcome to learn Java programming step-by-step video tutorial. The very first question is asked is, what is interpreter? In computer science, an interpreter is a computer program that directly executes, that is performs instructions written in a programming or scripting language without previously compiling them into a machine language program. That means you have written a program using a language. You no need to compile it, directly you can execute to see the output. So without the compilation, we can run the program to see the output is called interpreter. Then the next question is, what is compiler? A compiler is a special program that processes statements written in a particular programming language and turns them into machine language or code. See here, a program you can compile it. That means you must compile it, then you need to execute it. Once you compile the program, if you have done any mistakes in your program, it will show you the errors. Once you fixed the errors, once you solved the errors, you will get the message, the compilation is success. Once the compilation is success, it will convert into machine language. The program, you can execute it to see the output. So, without the compilation, not possible to execute the program to see the output. It's called compiler. Example, C and C++ languages. So, for C language, first we need to compile the code and then execute the program to see the output. Then, what is Java? Is it interpreter or compiler? Java is both interpreter and compiler. How? In the step 1 is explaining, Java is compiled to an intermediate byte code at compilation time. It is like C language. A Java program, first you need to compile. Then it will convert into machine language. This is in contrast to a language like C that is compiled to machine language at compilation time. In the next step 2, the Java bytecode cannot be directly executed on hardware the way that compiled C code can. Like C language, in C language, after the compilation, directly we are executing it. But in Java, we can't execute the program directly. So we need JVM, Java Virtual Machine. It is an interpreter. Instead, the bytecode must be interpreted by the JVM, Java Virtual Machine at runtime in order to be executed. JVM is an interpreter. So here, first step, compilation is happening, and then in the second step, interpreter is happening through the JVM. So both the process is happening because Java is both interpreter and compiler. One drawback is there in C language. The primary drawback of a language like C is that when it is compiled, that binary file will only work on one particular architecture. That means you have written a program using C language in Windows operating system. You are compiling there itself. Once the compilation is success, you must run the program in the same Windows operating system only. It's not possible to run the C program on Unix or Linux operating system because it depends on the same operating system only. So C and C++ are not platform independent. Why did Java become famous? Java became famous because it is a platform independent. What is platform independent? I am going to take an example C and C++ languages. You write some programs using C and C++ in Windows operating system and compile them. Once compiled, the C and C++ languages make use of Windows operating resources to run. So you cannot take this compiled C and C++ code and try to run it on Linux operating system. So C and C++ are not platform independent because they depend on that operating system. So if you write code using C and C++ on one operating system, you should run on the same operating system only. Because C and C++ are not platform independent. From this diagram, we'll come to know C and C++ are not a platform independent. We have a C program, C code in Windows operating system. Like we have written a C program using Windows operating system and you are compiling there itself. Once the compilation is success, you are trying to execute the same C program on Unix operating system. It will not execute the program. not possible, because C program once you compiled in one operating system, it depends on the same operating system only to run. Not possible to run on another operating system, because C and C++ are not platform independent. From this diagram, we'll come to know Java is a platform independent. See, we have written a Java program, Java code using the Windows operating system. Here we have Java program, Java code, and here we have Windows operating system. In between these two, Java code and Windows operating system, we have a JVM interpreter, Java Virtual Machine for Windows operating system. So in this operating system, we are compiling the Java program. Once the Java program is success, we are trying to run it on Unix operating system. Here we have the same Java code. Once compilation success here, we have the same Java code here, Java program, and we have Unix operating system. In between this, we have a separate layer called Java Virtual Machine, in short JVM, for Unix operating system. It will execute the program. It will show you the output. Because Java is a platform independent. That means we have written a Java program and compiled in one operating system like Windows operating system. The same program we can execute in another operating system like Unix or Linux because of the JVM interpreter. So now Java is a platform independent. How? There is other layer between Java language and operating system. The layer is called JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Here we have explained Java code and operating system. In between these two, we have a JVM for Windows operating system. Here we have JVM for Unix operating system. So every operating system separate JVM, Java Virtual Machine, is available. There is different virtual machine for operating system. So Java will run using the JVM. Java is originally created programs for mobile, car, fridge and any other devices. All the devices have different operating systems. They want a language as platform independent, so they decided Java language because Java having platform independent using JVM. Now we give a look about JDK, JRE and JVM. If you want to work Java application, we should have JDK. Initially, we should have JDK, Java Development Kit, in short JDK. This JDK we need to search from the Google and we need to download it. Then you need to install in your system. JDK contains everything that will be required to develop and run Java application. What is the use of this JDK means? We can develop and run the Java application. JRE, Java Runtime Environment, in short JRE. It contains everything required to run Java application which has already been compiled. It does not contain the code library required to develop Java application. Using the JRE, not possible to develop any Java application, only we can run the application. We no need to download separately JRE. Once you download JDK, the JRE will be available there itself. So using the JDK, we can develop the Java application. Using the JRE, we can run the application, Java application. So once you developed and compiled the Java file using the JDK, we can execute the Java program using the JRE. The third one is Java Virtual Machine, in short JVM. JVM is a virtual machine which work on top of your operating system to provide a recommended environment for your compiled Java code. JVM only works with the bytecode. Hence, you need to compile your Java application .java so that it can be converted to bytecode format, also known as the .class file, which then will be used by JVM to run application. JVM only provide the environment. It needs the Java code library to run application. See here we have JVM. In between the Java code and operating system, we have JVM. So using this JVM only, we can run the application. So JVM is to give the environment to run the Java application.